to Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy.
Welcome to Real Estate Live with the Real Estate Guys, Aaron and Jacob Taylor.
We're keeping it real, we're keeping it current, and we're keeping it fun.
Las Vegas' #1 real estate show.
Talk to Aaron Taylor,
the real estate guy.
Hey! Hey, good morning, Las Vegas. How are you doing today? Your host for the day, Jacob Taylor, the better-looking real estate guy, and your co-host, the fabulous Bart Sloan. Say hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hey,
that Andy Griffith song always makes me think going fishing.
Awesome.
Right?
Fishing, is that what the show was back in the day?
When they showed that, the kid, Opie, would be carrying his fishing pole, walking with his dad.
Okay. It gets me going. Like, if I'm not ready in the morning or if I'm not like hyped, that gets me going.
It's pretty cool.
At this point, it's like a hype song.
Yeah.
And, it just sets the tone for the show. It's perfect. Anyways, let's thank our sponsors real quick. Fidelity National Title, always taking care of all of our transactions and our titles and escrows, helping out our clients get through the finish line. Neil Home Loans, Sheila Merrill, the lending lady, taking care of all of our clients with their refis. No cost refis when you buy with Sheila. And anything else in regards to do with the loan, getting a loan on a property.
Well, she's got
cash out refis.
She's got that new program too, where she's give two points.
Oh yeah, so if all you agents out there, all you lovely agents, I know we got a few of you that listen to the show. If you do have a buyer that does not have a lender, and you happen to find a real estate guy property that they are interested in, the lending lady will give 2 points towards closing cost. Look at this.
Fabulous.
Residential houses, we're turning into builders over here. We're giving discounts on closing costs for houses.
And that's in addition to what they can maybe negotiate with the seller too.
Right. That's just from the lender if you decide to use Neil Home Loans on one of the real estate guy properties. So, hey, if you got a buyer that's tight, guys, and you're looking, please, hey, give us a call. We got a list of properties on the market, about to hit the market, and you got a buyer that needs a few extra $1,000 in closing costs. Maybe we can help you out. So give us a call. Let's see if we can do anything to solve your problems. And then our favorite sponsor, Grape Street Cafe.
Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name.
Cheers.
Bum, 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 bum.
And they're always
Oh, we love John McGibbon and Annie over there at Grape Street.
You wanna be
Never a bad time at Grape Street.
No,
Never.
they're a fun bunch.
You wanna be
Where everybody knows your name. Alrighty, so we have a interesting subject today, and it might be some controversial points, but I want to talk about the 10 reasons why people relocate to Las Vegas. Right? So, I mean, you're living in California and you're struggling out there and you're not sure what to do. The weather's nice, but your rent's $3,500 a month for your little one-story shack, and you just can't handle it anymore. So you decide you're coming to Las Vegas.
Well, JT, it's funny you bring that up because I actually saw a TikTok yesterday where there was a gas station in L.A. where gas prices were ranging from about $7.50 to $8.
Yep. $8 a gallon, right?
We knew that was coming.
Yeah, so if you guys weren't aware, especially for your folks that aren't paying attention to other cities outside the U.S. or outside of Vegas, gas prices have risen astronomically the last few weeks. And why? Yeah. Well, there's a little bit of instability right now in the Middle East where a lot of the gas is coming from. Right?
Dropping.
There's some bombs being dropped. I feel like there is a country.
We shouldn't be laughing about it.
That's government will no longer exist to give a few more days, right? Yeah. Unfortunately or fortunately, I think for the most part it seems like a good thing, whether you like it or not. Yeah. We're definitely not political people, and I definitely am not super informed in geopolitics, but I do think that what's going on seems to be a good thing.
Gas prices up sucks.
Gas prices sucks. It should be short term until some stability happens. Everyone's calling it Iraq 2.0, but hey.
It'll be short.
I think we think this one will be short. They said Iraq will be done in a week, so
we'll see.
We'll find out, I guess. But anyways, so people coming to Vegas, right? Maybe that's one of the reasons right there. Gas prices.
Well, by the way,
tired of those gas prices in California.
Yeah, by the way, I just closed on a million-something property with an out-of-state California buyer.
Okay.
I have two of our properties right now where we represent the seller, working with agents from California buyers. One of the properties we've shown probably 4 times, all to California buyers.
Wow.
So there's definitely a lot of movement right now.
Oh, yeah.
From California to here.
Right.
I think we're going to maybe even experience our largest California growth this year. My prediction.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could see that. Right?
And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Nothing's getting better out there. I mean,
Yeah.
the only thing that's getting better maybe is the weather.
Yeah.
The next few weeks, right?
Yeah.
So let's start off with probably the most important, or the main reason why I think a lot of people probably move to Las Vegas is there's no state income tax.
I think we should count backwards. Like go start number 10.
Okay.
And work our way back.
All right, let's do that. Actually. Hey, I like that. Let's try that. So
number 10.
not the most important one. You didn't hear me say anything. Let's do this one here. This is probably a high up reason either way. I don't even know if it's number 10. It might be higher on the list, but 300 plus days of sunshine.
Oh, that's a big,
right? So
that's a biggie.
maybe you're coming from the good old Northwest, or coming from the Northeast even, and you're tired of the snow. You're tired of shoveling. So you decide, I'm going to look up places that are sunny. You probably get Florida, Arizona, and Vegas.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. What's better than Vegas? Are you really going to go to Florida and live out in that humidity? All those bugs.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. Before,
You know how many bugs we get here in comparison?
yeah, not many.
Right, there's just no bugs out here. Let's be real.
They don't like the heat.
We get like one mosquito bite a year, and we're complaining
Yeah.
for days, right? If that. Exactly, right? The whole season.
Well, you
of
know what else we
mosquitoes.
don't have, and
What else?
which brings a lot of Californians here? Earthquakes.
Earthquakes.
Yeah.
No natural disasters.
We don't get tornadoes.
Right,
don't
we
get-
feel the earthquakes that happen in California.
Yeah, a little bit.
We might shake a little bit, but we're good. All right, so no natural disasters. That's a good one. What else we got? New master planned communities. So Las Vegas is home to some of the best master planned communities in the country.
Yeah.
With communities like Summerlin, Cadence out there in Henderson, all these big master planned communities. Some of them I think are ranked top in the country.
Well, and the price, and again, if you compare, to areas like California, Southern California, or Northern California, like around the Frisco area, around LA and Orange County, those areas, if you compare pricing, so the buyer that just closed on his $1 million+ house, this house is almost 6,000 square feet that he bought.
Right.
Okay? The house he's living in Silicon Valley,
2,500
that's
2,000.
older, that's like 30-something years old.
Right.
It's I think he said a little over 2,000 square feet.
Right.
Over $2 million.
Yeah, he came and just splurged. He's like, wait, I can get a lot more bang for my buck.
Yeah, he kept saying, "Is there something wrong with this house?"
He's just not used to. Yeah. That's awesome. All right. Next, we have outdoor lifestyle. Okay. So I'm going to assume that one's probably not the highest on the list, right? But we definitely have some great activities here with Red Rock Canyon in the
Lake
west.
Mead.
We have Lake Mead in the southeast.
And then we have the Nevada mountain. So I'm learning.
Okay.
And I've lived here 43 years, but since we've been RVing it.
Okay.
So we're learning how many of these cool places there are, not too, like
an hour away. 2 hours away,
hour,
yeah.
2 hours, or 3 hours away.
Right.
Where you can get up in the mountains. You go high. Well, Mount Charleston not that far either.
Yep, Mount Charleston, that was next.
Yeah.
45 minutes away
Yeah.
from center of Vegas, right?
So
Mount Charleston got plenty to do. I think they're working on a new lodge or something up there too, right?
Yeah, they started. I think they broke ground.
Okay, awesome. That should be done, I'm assuming, in the next 2 years.
Yeah.
Probably something like that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting to check out. All right, other than that, too, we also have, people head out to, gosh, I'm going to blank on the name. You had like an hour and 30 minutes out and you head to Utah. There's, oh my goodness, it's like a beach. I forget what it's called all of a sudden. But anyways, there's lots of waterways to get to.
Well, we're
very
not that
quickly.
far from Utah.
Right.
Yeah. So
Cliff diving, you hit the Nelson's Landing at Lake Mead. Oh, party foul. Water spilled on the radio equipment.
over here.
Just kidding. That did not happen. Nobody heard that. Producer, there is no water on any radio equipment, I promise.
Brian Head.
Anyways, Brian Head's
Lake
nearby,
Pantlick,
3.5 hours away. You got Duck Creek, 3.5
Duck
hours
Creek,
away.
yeah.
Well, and actually in Nevada too, right? So you have all of the hiking trails all around, right? Because in Las Vegas specifically, we're in a basin.
Right.
So we're surrounded by mountain ranges. You've got a dozen different hikes within probably 30 minutes of anybody's house. And some great hikes too.
A ton of parks.
Parks. We have a lot of parks
Yeah, a lot
out
of
here,
parks.
no doubt.
Golf courses.
Tons of golf courses. Probably one of the most heavily congested
Well,
golf course cities in the U.S.
Yeah, I think we are close to number one per capita.
I looked it up, not in terms of how many per per square mile or anything, but like what are the top 5 cities people visit for a golf destination? And Vegas was number 5.
Wow.
Right, so big golf destination, whether it's for travel or permanent stay here. What else we got? Professional sports explosion. All right, that's a fair point. You know, as the city's growing, we have been rapidly acquiring sports teams, right? In the last 5 years, or I guess maybe like 8 years now, we've gotten a hockey team, got a football team, we got a baseball team on the way.
I don't know. Football team's kind of.
Hey, there's some big trades going on.
Yeah, we'll see this year, right?
You see they got rid of Crosby for, I think, 2 firsts, right? For this year's first and next year's first from the Ravens. And then I think they're getting rid of Gito. They're letting a few other people go. They're ground
rebuilding.
up. They're rebuilding.
rebuilding.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if they have some good picks, could be some great moves we look back on in the future. You know, never know how Crosby performs this next year too. So we'll see. It might have been a good sell. Time will tell.
Yep.
On top of that, we should probably be getting more sports the next few years too, right? I wouldn't doubt we're gonna get the. Well, you're right. We have the A's coming, but we're probably gonna get basketball. I think in a few years as well.
Sure.
They've been talking about that for 15 years.
It's gonna happen. Yeah.
So we should get basketball. We already have some professional women's sports out here as well. The city's growing exponentially in terms of sports, right? You give it another decade, and we'll have pretty much every major sports team out here. So, hey, you're looking for good sports teams, maybe some fun. Nobody does sports games and live entertainment better than Las Vegas. I'm sure Reno tries as well, but I don't know how they perform. I can speak for us down here.
Well, Vegas is Vegas.
Vegas is Vegas, right? You hit a hockey game up, it's incredible. Right? You don't have to be a hockey fan to enjoy that.
Oh, yeah, you can just go there and have fun.
I mean, I think the Knights turned half of Las Vegas into hockey fans.
Yeah.
You know, most of us didn't know anything about
100%.
hockey before they were here.
100%.
Excuse me. Yeah, so fantastic sports here, right?
Yep.
All right, let's see. We got one more here we'll go over real quick. So it is, on top of the sports point, it's the entertainment capital of the world.
The what?
The entertainment capital of the world, right?
Hands down.
World-class concerts, sports, restaurants, and shows any night of the week.
Yep.
You can pretty much get cheap tickets to a show last minute any night, right?
Yeah, the thing that drove me crazy when I left Vegas for a little bit in Arizona was everything closed at 8 o'clock.
Oh, my goodness. It was a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
I just experienced it the 1 year I was in college. I was like, jeez. But anyways, with that, we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we'll bring on the other stations. Take care. See you guys in 2 minutes. Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Got my fishing pole.
Let's go, baby. Let's go catch some fish this morning.
You need to see that clip. Look on YouTube for this, Andy.
I'll take a look at it.
You'll know what I'm talking about.
All righty. Good morning,
We need to talk more
Las
about
Vegas.
entertainment. The entertainment here is crazy.
We do.
Yeah.
We were talking briefly, before we started here. We're talking about the reasons why people move to Las Vegas, and entertainment came up, right? We are the entertainment capital of the world.
Yeah, I think we could say the world.
I think it's pretty safe to say that, right? With the amount of shows and just things to do.
Yeah.
Not free things to do, but things to do.
Well, so that's like, I don't have Aaron's money,
Okay.
but I remember wanting to go to a Bruno Mars concert. It was like $600. I'm like, really?
Yeah, they are kind of expensive, right?
Yeah, so it's not cheap, but it's probably the best, experience with these artists
Right.
Here in Vegas, the
No
showrooms that they put them in. They're tens of millions of dollars, maybe $100 million on some of those showrooms that they put together.
Yeah, I mean, some of the residencies, they definitely get expensive, but when they have, most of the time when they have like your favorite artist coming and whatnot, they're usually okay. They might be a few hundred, but those residencies and some of the nicer venues, they're just ridiculous. Yeah. You're looking at like $1,000 for tickets and you can still barely read anything on the stage.
Right. Well, and I think, by the way, and I know you watch YouTube a lot, I do also, and you've seen a lot of those YouTubers talking about how Vegas is getting kind of pricey now for people.
Right.
Like I remember people, everybody came up from California of every job type, blue collar workers, etc. Could afford it. Now it's a little bit pricey.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think as the casinos have slowly transitioned ownerships and worried more about boardroom profits than entertaining and keeping their customers, starting to get some pushback, right? People are starting to be
especially on the
it.
parking, right?
Right, yeah.
That's a big thing right
Going
now.
from full free parking to basically charging everybody for parking and
so the locals
ripping them off with drinks, everything.
Yeah. The locals they basically driven them to these outer casinos like the new Durango Station.
Right. Yeah. Red Rock Casino,
Red Rock
Durango,
Casino,
even South Point.
Yeah.
In the North Yaliante. Everyone just stays around those.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
The Fertitas knew what they were doing. They saw the strip literally pushing all the clients to them, and they're like, "Sure, we'll take you guys. Come join us." So they've done a great job of keeping the locals. Honestly, they've had a good pulse on how their customers.
Yeah, they have
feel.
entertainment. They have everything too.
Right. Yeah, I see people at Durango all the time. There's always an event going on. There's something. It's pretty hype new casino right now.
Yeah.
But anyways, I want to jump into some houses of the week real quick because if I don't, I know we're going to forget them. And I want to make sure we go over a few properties here because we got some new ones that just hit the market that I want to talk about. So the first one I want to talk about here is 542 Haunts Walk Avenue. Have you already looked at the price?
I know the property.
Oh, okay, I was going to ask you about it. Is this your property?
It is.
Then why don't you talk about it, Bart?
So it's a beautiful little, we'll say little, it's about 1,800 square foot, 2-story, right behind Rhodes Ranch, not in Rhodes Ranch, but, directly on the backside of Rhodes Ranch.
Okay.
Little area there off of Fort Apache.
Okay.
And it's a little community called Huntington Park. And there's little parks around there. It's very conveniently located to basically everything. It's in a nice area, bordering Summerlin. Okay. So it is 3-bedroom plus a study downstairs.
Okay.
So it's got 3 up.
All right.
It's got laundry up.
Oh, a den and a loft.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah. So it's a great property.
What do we got it listed at?
We have it listed at $430.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. So
Yeah.
it sounds like a good property. Hey, if you guys ever need to get a hold of the real estate guys, or maybe you want to buy one of these properties we talk about, or just take a look at it, give us a call. 702-310-6683. 702-310-MOVE. I almost gave my number out there.
Yeah.
But anyways, so anything else about that property? Anything else?
Well,
Okay.
it's just in a great area. It's by Summerlin. It's well priced. It's move-in ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
2-story, 3-bedroom home with a den, loft, close to schools, dining. Awesome. All right.
Yeah.
Next property here. 3111 Tularosa Lane. Just had a price decrease from $275,000 to $270,000. This property is 1,598 square feet. It is in an age-restricted community in Desert Inn Mobile Estates. It is a mobile home, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, $270,000.
It's a great property. It's completely remodeled.
Okay.
And that neighborhood there's 3 connected communities. They call it DIME, Desert
Okay.
Mobile Estates. Very well kept. The HOA there keeps a great job. It's got pool complex. It's got a little clubhouse.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a great little neighborhood.
HOA only $108 a month.
Yeah.
Okay. Pretty
Yeah.
reasonable.
And that includes water.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
Water
right
and
there.
sewer, water
That's
and
worth
sewer,
it right there.
Yeah.
All righty. Excuse me. Our final house of the week. This is a new listing I just went live with yesterday. Beautiful property in Summerlin West. It's 11843 Grassy Plain. This property went live at $1.245 million. Let's see, 2,563 square feet, 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, with the best strip view in Summerlin West.
Really?
I would go out on a limb and say that. They built a elevated patio against their left wall because their house faces north.
Okay.
And it has an unobstructed strip view. You could sit there, and they do this. They sit there and enjoy their glass of wine at night and have the most perfect strip view.
So
Amazing.
I remember
Amazing.
not too long ago when it was Richmond American and I forget the other builder that was building up.
Taylor Morrison?
It might have been.
Okay.
But they were charging $500,000 to $1 million lot premiums
For those
type
views?
of views.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy, too. They got so, a little lucky with the way all the other communities were built going down because their community's elevated. I know they did that purposefully, but they just got lucky that no other houses were built close enough
Or
behind that wall to where it's like everything's already developed, right? Nothing else is being built there. It's just a perfect, unobstructed, from north to south, full strip view.
Priceless.
Sitting there, enjoying your wine. Amazing property. My clients also put some fantastic renovations and upgrades into the home. Built in 2022. This one's going to go fast. Yeah, this one's going to go fast, even for being in this price range. So let me know if you have any questions or
what community
want to see this property. It's in Summerlin West. The actual community, I don't know, the subdivision Savannah.
Okay.
I have to get back to you on that one. But it's got some great parks. They've got some dog parks in the community. They've got some amazing bigger parks just outside, like a quarter mile from the house as well. So fantastic property, amazing views. You're definitely going to want to see that one before it's gone.
Somebody from California is going to buy that one.
Probably. They'll come in cash and be like, "What?
Yeah.
only $1.2 million."
Yeah.
Alrighty. So with that, we're going to take a quick break, guys, real quick. And when we come back, we'll talk more about some reasons why people are relocating to Vegas. We'll see you guys in a minute.
The real estate guy.
The real estate guys. 702-310-6683. That's 702-310-MOVE. If you need to buy or sell, refi, get a loan, maybe a reverse mortgage. Maybe you just have a real estate question. Maybe you need a new AC and you don't know who to call. Call the real estate guys. We've got people for everything you can need. I don't care if you need to find out where to go to dinner. I've got an answer for you. Bart's probably got an answer for you.
Especially Italian restaurants and Mexican restaurants.
Give us a call. We will take care of you with whatever you need. Anyway, thanks for joining us today, folks. We know I feel like we don't tell you guys we appreciate you as much enough, right? We love doing the show. My dad was doing it for about 7 years before I came on. Then he was doing it with an old partner. Now he's doing it. He started it with me just about, it's been like 2 years already now. Yeah. I can't believe it's been that long. And you come and spend your weekend with us, and we just want to let you know we appreciate you. And with all that's going on in the world out there, you could be listening to other stuff, but hey, you listen to the real estate guys on Real Estate Live. So thank you for tuning in. So with our market right now, we've kind of had an interesting month in terms of the way things have felt, right? Mm-hmm. Just the pulse in the market. We had what felt like a really hot, February in the beginning and middle of February. Things really felt like they were picking up.
Yeah.
And then it felt like it kind of slowed back a little bit. Not like a lot, but I felt like it got stopped directly, right? And maybe it has to do with all the news going on and whatnot.
I think so. I think so.
You know, people's focus shifts, people's fear probably rises.
Yeah.
And instead of maybe making that jump to move forward with purchasing a house, maybe they're waiting a few days. We're just waiting a little bit to see what happens. But, I mean, I think things are still on an upwards trajectory, if not at least
they're still
stable.
better than the last quarter of last year, for sure.
Right, no doubt. I mean, we've seen sales pick up pretty consistently in terms of, at least probably 100 a month right now.
Yeah,
Inventory's slowly dropping, right? Not a lot to where it's going to cause any surges, but if it continues on this trend, it will squeeze prices eventually, right?
Well, in some areas, I just was working with a buyer. We put an offer in on a property, and it was already at the highest point. In fact, there wasn't an appraisal, there wasn't a comp higher than this one. Okay. And there were 3 offers on it, and they were all close to the list price.
Okay.
So, nice houses. This was in Henderson, and a nice little older community by the water district. That downtown Water Street.
Okay.
Yeah, and so areas still make a difference, right?
Absolutely, no doubt. Yeah, I mean, some areas are doing much better than others.
Yeah.
Right. And I kind of want to make this point too, because I noticed this quite a bit with certain communities. If you're ever deciding between a single story and a 2-story, just go with the single story.
All day long.
You're gonna thank yourself so much down the road. Yeah. If you just pay attention to the values of the single story you're gonna buy versus the 2-story, I can almost guarantee you that single story is gonna appreciate a little bit better.
Well, it's gonna be easier to sell too, because
no doubt.
Yeah, there's only, and this is a ballpark number, but they only build about 25% or less
of
single stories,
right?
Because it costs to build,
right,
and the lot sizes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so when you go to put your single story on the market, there's going to be a lot less of those for people to choose from, right?
Right, and they just become more and more prevalent the older you get, right? I mean,
well, yeah, that's the thing too.
I mean, just being honest here, like after you hit a certain age, it's almost mandatory.
Are you talking about me?
No, just everyone in general. Like as you get older, you have to transition to a single story, right? We move we move people all the time that are in their 50s or 60s. Everybody treats that age differently, right? Some people, it's like, I'm 50, I need a single story.
Well, that's why Del Webb doesn't have 2 stories, right?
Right. Then sometimes you get the 65-year-old who's like, I don't need a single story. I could still in a 2-story, no problem. I'm like, hey.
Oh, I can still do it easy,
right?
But I don't want to.
Exactly. Hey, I could do it, no problem. I'm never buying a 2-story. Ever.
Yeah.
I don't see the need to. If I can afford to buy the square footage I need in single story, I'm doing it every time. Yeah. Like my dad even gave me the option. He's like, hey, we're getting this property. If you want to buy this property for a good price, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, it's a 2-story. I don't care if it's 500 square feet more. I'm like, it's just going to be more of a pain in the butt. Now I got to worry about my kid falling down the stairs. Now I got to walk up and down the stairs every day to bring my laundry, whatever it is. I would recommend, if you have the option, go with the single story.
Yep.
It's going to appreciate long term better. It's going to be easier to sell.
I'd rather have a smaller house. If it came to
right,
that
that's
option,
what I was just saying. Yeah, I'll take the 500 less square feet to be in a single story all day. Yeah, no doubt. And
you heard it here, at the
right?
Real Estate Guy.
And I've just noticed it too with a few communities I've watched over the years that, those 2-story communities, they were hit harder when the market was hit, and they've recovered less.
Yeah,
right. They've had a harder time recovering. Right. Overall, the values of the few single stories in the area have just stayed so much more solid and risen quicker when they started to recover. Another thing, I want to talk to you guys real quick, because we just got these stats either this morning or yesterday. We got all of February's stats from the market last month, right? And I think it's important to highlight some of these numbers here so you guys can see how our February looked. We had 1,600 single-family sales and 470 condo townhome sales, right? So over 2,000 sales. Not bad, not great. Those numbers were really from what happened in January. Remember, when we talk about real estate stats, it's almost always at least 30 to 45 days behind what's going on, because these are closings, right? So these homes were under contract in January. Most of them closed in February. Maybe a few under contract December, right? 6,131 single-family homes available and 2,500 condos, townhomes. So inventory is sitting at 8,600, right? Not too bad.
That's
Honestly, lower than I thought. Yeah. I don't remember it being that low. I've never seen it that low.
Yeah.
But anyways, with our current inventory today is 9,500.
Yeah.
So I don't remember seeing it drop below 8,000, but I guess it did. 9,500 right now. We've been pretty steady in the mid 9,000s these last 3 weeks. And
about a 3.5 to 4 month supply.
Yep. Yeah. So with the actual current numbers though too, so this was something really exciting that I just looked at. I monitor the 30-day sale amount weekly just to kind of see where we're at. Well, in the last 30 days, can you guess how many sales we've had?
In the last 30 days, I would say in all product types.
Yeah, all product types.
I'm going to say 2,400.
2,500 almost.
Ooh, I was close.
Yeah, you were really close. But we jumped up like in a matter of like 2 weeks, we've jumped up like 250 homes. Wow. I think the peak I saw it at like 2 or 3 weeks ago was like 2,250.
Well, that goes back
or 2,200. Yeah. So we're really starting to push up.
Yeah, that goes back to what you were just saying a minute ago about you can feel the market.
Right.
But just the last week, I think, has been kind of quieter.
Right. It's been quieter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We definitely had an increase though in the middle of February. I don't know. Why don't you take a guess, Bart?
I don't think it's changed. I think it's 470.
You're right.
Okay.
Nope, 470.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be.
Oh, wait. Sorry. That was January. Wait. February is 481.
Oh, you said it was going to go up.
I was looking at January.
Okay.
481,995.
See, I was going to say it's going to go up next month, but because of the trail.
Yeah, I did think it would trickle up, but not that.
That's a big jump.
Wow.
Yeah.
Median price up from 470 to 481,995. That is absurd. I don't know how it got that high, but
if you think about it, though, it was December or November or somewhere around there. It was 480.
Right.
And it dropped.
And we dropped off a little bit
fast to the 470.
So
it makes sense because that was a very slow time during the last 2 months.
Right.
That it could jump up just as fast, back up.
Yeah, I mean that's crazy. I mean next month will be the highest we've ever been.
Yeah,
at that rate.
Yeah, because
if we get 5,000 more. Yeah. So hey, market may not be doing the best, guys, but our prices aren't going anywhere. Obviously,
great time to invest.
These values, they've got to go up this year. I mean, I can't see how they don't with what's happening in the beginning of the year so far. A little bit of constricting of the inventory, increasing of the monthly sales. Like
Here's what I predict.
I don't know.
A lot more. Remember, I just said a few minutes ago, a lot more people coming from California, right?
Right.
What's that going to do to our prices?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Because they're coming in here.
And you add in all the folks from Washington and those
Washington
Northwest
State,
areas, right? They're getting those extra taxes imposed on them.
Right.
The little millionaire tax they're trying to pass in Washington right now and charge their millionaires 10% more.
Yeah.
I mean, if you had that money, why wouldn't you just come live in Las Vegas for 181 days?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I have a few clients myself. I've moved out here from the Northwest, right? That buy for tax purposes. What they do, how long they live here, I don't know, but I could guarantee you their residency says Nevada instead of Washington now.
Well, I'm sure their gas prices are going to be just as crazy.
Oh, they're probably up through the roof too, because I know their housing market's like double our prices in their big cities, right?
It is.
I've seen their median prices in the 8s and 9s.
Yeah, anywhere around the Seattle area.
Yeah, like 950,000 or a
and
million.
Oregon's not much better around the Portland area.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah.
And you just got to deal with a bunch of bad weather and rainy days.
A lot of rain.
Probably depressing up there.
Yeah.
If you want to be happy, just move to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
There's nothing to be depressed about here, right? No,
there really isn't. If you have insomnia, you have to live in Las Vegas.
That's fair. Unless the casinos wrap you somehow, there's nothing to be depressed about. We got plenty of stuff to do out here.
I forget about that.
I was like,
that's a trap.
I was thinking about that one. I'm saying, there's no issues here. Yeah. We just have a ton of gambling addicts, and alcoholics because we're all addicted to the.
It's funny.
The dopamine rush.
When we moved to Arizona years ago, when I was transferred with a builder. Our kids were younger. They were like 6, 8, and 10. And I remember our kids, we would go into the grocery store and they go, "Where's the machines?"
They were used to seeing them.
They're used to seeing them, yeah. They have them everywhere.
Oh, goodness. Well, With those shenanigans, we're going to take a break. I'll see you guys in 2 minutes.
The real estate guy.
Welcome back to Real Estate Live with Aaron and Jacob Taylor, your real estate guys.
The real estate guy.
Alrighty, folks, we're back. We're back, and we got a few more great things for you before we leave. You got to deal with us for another 5 minutes or so. So I want to finish the reasons why people relocate to Vegas, right? We left out some great points we didn't get to talk about. So I'm going to start off with this one here. And I don't know, you touch on this, but chat's telling me this here. Job growth, strong job growth. Vegas has expanded far beyond tourism. Major companies in tech, logistics, healthcare, manufacturing, and sports continue to move here, bringing thousands of jobs with them. I'm going to talk about that one more time real quick. Also, instead of tourism, right, we're working on really diversifying our market a little more. I know they're working on some Hollywood 2.0 studios out here. Hopefully the better version. We don't need all of the crazies from Hollywood out here, but we'll take our own new version with good Las Vegans.
Yeah, I think that's being driven by Mark Wahlberg, right?
Right, they're really working on it. I know our legislation is struggling with passing the tax credits they're asking for.
Yeah.
But I know they'll figure it out eventually, right?
Yeah.
It seems to be
it's going to come here.
Very driven,
Yeah.
and it's going to be here
It's
eventually.
gonna be
It's just
here.
a matter of when.
Yeah. But when you were saying about the job growth here, so I was thinking about this today because when I was parked here, I was looking at the buildings being built in warehouses.
Right.
So when I moved to Vegas in '82, basically it was gaming.
Right.
Now it's become one of the biggest hubs for transportation.
Okay.
Amazon.
Right. Yeah, we have some huge warehouses out.
You see
north and
warehouses.
southeast.
And by the way, these warehouses, because I tried to find one of our clients a warehouse for their gym,
Okay.
and we couldn't find one.
Right.
And these warehouses, when they're going up, they're already leased out.
Oh yeah.
And
they're
and-
being built. They're leased
Yeah.
out upon development.
Right.
Yep.
So that's been a big add-on for jobs out here. Entertainment industry, even that we talked about, that brings in
Right.
a lot of different sets of jobs.
Oh yeah, it just completely diversifies our
Yeah.
economy so that we don't get hit as hard when
Real
tourism
estate,
struggles.
home building. Home building provides, I forget how many types of contractors it takes to build a new home. I should remember that. I did it for 20 years. But I mean, each home provides something like 100 something jobs. Okay, for each home.
Awesome.
So yeah, all that has been brought to Vegas.
Yeah, so hey, we are a pretty transient city in general, right? Whether it's military folks moving in,
military,
or all the data center folks, the tech folks. A lot of people coming here, staying for a job for a few years and transitioning on, or they just want to check out Vegas, right?
Well, now with all those sports coming here too, those are tons of.
Oh,
jobs.
right, that's going to be bringing a lot more jobs as well, no doubt.
Yep.
All right, so let's see. Let's do this one here. Affordable luxury homes. So Las Vegas has some of the best value luxury real estate in the country. Many buyers relocating from California, Washington, anywhere in the Northwest are shocked they can get a large home, pool, and gated community for a fraction of what they paid elsewhere.
Well, that's what I was saying earlier, that property I just closed on Friday.
Exactly.
6,000 square feet, half acre, pool, everything. Yeah.
10 million in California.
Yeah, it was 1.3 million.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. So people are seeing that. They're seeing they could sell and retire and take all their funds from their
401k and
their accounts and move out to Vegas and make those funds last a lot longer, right?
Yeah.
And even not just Vegas, right, but our surrounding cities and areas.
Yeah.
If you aren't aware, those towns, Mesquite, Pahrump,
Boulder City.
humongous retirement towns, right? Even Mesquite now, the cost of living is probably almost the same as Vegas, but Pahrump and Boulder, you could probably get things a little bit cheaper out there.
Well,
Right?
Pahrump for sure.
Pahrump for sure, yeah. Mesquite, I'm pretty sure the median price is probably almost the same as us.
Yeah, it's gone up a bit.
Yeah. But, major retirement town here. That's probably another reason all in itself, just in general, retirement, right? We have some great retirement communities out here with Sun Cities, the Del Webb communities.
Well, Lennar's opened up some.
Lennar, there's quite a few now. There's
Toll
really,
Brothers.
really a lot of different, 55 and over communities around town. You have some in the Northwest, some in the North.
Quite a few.
West, there's a few now. Southwest,
Yeah,
South,
all the areas, of
Southeast.
Vegas. Yeah,
There's at least one major
Yeah.
retirement community in every part of Las Vegas, and of course they've got them in our surrounding cities as well.
Yep.
So a great place. You know, a lot of people come here to retire, or just. I think this is another reason I'm jumping into that I didn't see on the list, but snowbirds too, right?
Oh yeah, big
We have
time.
our Canadians that come here for
Yeah.
a few months out of the year.
Yeah.
Just basically probably anyone in the
Minnesotans.
north. Yeah, Minnesotans, Montanans, whatever. Anybody in the north
South
area that
Dakota.
gets snow. Sometimes, they realize they don't want to deal with snow anymore.
Yeah.
So they get a house in Vegas for 3 months out of the year, 6 months out of the year. All right, so many reasons why people are relocating.
But number
right?
one,
Number one, no state income tax.
woohoo!
Why would I spend an extra 10, 20% of my income to the government if I could just move locations? If I'm
Exactly.
retired, what's the point at that point? Unless I got a family close by or in my city, if I can move to an area that has no state income tax and I'm on a fixed income,
Well, I would say for
all day.
yeah, for
All day.
retired people, that definitely is number one.
right. And even the luxury folks, right, who have the availability to jump between cities and really pick wherever they want to live, why wouldn't you put your home base in the spot that's going to save you a few million a year,
By the way,
a few 100,000 a year, whatever?
on
it is.
that note, one of the best airports in the world too.
Oh,
So-
we sure get a lot of use.
Yeah, so we're a great hub for people maybe who aren't retired. But,
Right.
So now you're saving income tax, but maybe you travel.
Cheap travel.
You can go anywhere in the world.
Maybe not necessarily cheap, but a reasonable
Yeah,
travel for good
well,
timing.
going to Vegas is more reasonable.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's a great airport, and you can go anywhere in the world.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, and just our cost of living here, right? I mean, that kind of all ties in together, right? But we just have a really good cost of living in comparative to our neighboring states' cities, right? The other big cities in the other states around us, most of them have a higher cost of living than Vegas. So it makes it easy to come here and, afford to live. I know it's been getting pricier as time's gone on, especially with the Strip increasing in pricing and whatnot, but
Not so
we
much.
have a pretty
to stay
affordable
lean.
housing
Yeah.
market compared to most major cities around the U.S., right? It's reasonable. I mean, I think we've exploded a little too quickly, but there's really no way around that, right? With inflation and the amount of money that was pumped into the market the last 5 years,
it's affected
it was going to
everybody.
cause things to raise, right?
Yeah, every state.
And, I don't know how they combat that. I've seen some recent articles, again, about them proposing to limit major home buyers to 100 homes. I would love to see anybody that has a real logical, real world scenario in which they can do that, because I don't know how you would enforce it.
Not going to happen. This is not going to happen.
It would be interesting. How can you enforce it? How can you manage every single LLC? Why can't they just use somebody else's name? Like, there's a million ways around it at this point, and I wouldn't see how it'd be possible. I think they're better off just continuing to build affordable homes and continue to increase the inventory rather than try to constrict.
Find better ways to cut costs.
Right,
Yes.
right, yeah, maybe even that. But anyways, we're out of time. That went by.
Right.
That was quick, huh?
Awesome.
Anyways, thank you guys for joining us again. We appreciate you guys tuning in to the Real Estate Guy Live with your host today, Jacob Taylor and Bart Sloan. If you need to call us for anything at all, 702-310-MOVE. Thank you guys and have a great weekend. Take care.